Chapter 2 ShadowClaw's Life. It became sun high, and ShadowKit felt a cold wind blow in the nursery. She had got up. Her nose felt more runny than before, and her throat was still hurting. FlowerEar was snoring, but ShadowKit still felt sick. She had pounced lightly onto FlowerEar. "FlowerEar!" she yelled quietly. "FlowerEar!" she repeated, but FlowerEar continued to snore. "That's it," she thought. "I'll just go to the medicine den myself." She angrily ran off to the medicine den. It was snowing hard, and the snow was deep for her. She saw PineStar outside of his den. He was cleaning his pelt. It almost looked all white. How long had he been out here? She shook that thought away and started bounding through the snow again. She still came to the medicine den. She soon came to the medicine den. It was huge. There was a large crack down it where the cats went in, and vines spread all around. But she trotted in, only seeing FlightPaw, not MudFoot. "Hello?" she wheezed to Mew. "Huh?" FlightPaw had emerged from a larger spot in the den. "Hello, ShadowKit, is it?" she mewed gracefully. "Yes, I'm ShadowKit," she out-mewed. "What's wrong? Your voice sounds weak and croaky," she mewed with kindness. "My throat hurts and my nose is runny. I also have a stomach ache," she mewed quietly, because her throat. "Come here, lay in this nest." She had walked with ShadowKit to a nest in the den. ShadowKit laid down. "What if FlowerEar doesn't know where I am?" she mewed. "I'll tell her now. MudFoot will be here soon," she mewed. Then ShadowKit had nodded. FlightPaw walked out to tell FlowerEar. ShadowKit saw a brown thing in the shadows of the entrance. She was a bit scared as it got closer. "MudFoot?" she thought. "ShadowKit?" he mewed. ShadowKit got up. "Yep, that's me," she croaked. FlightPaw said you feel sick, he protested. "How's your tummy?" he mewed. "It feels bad. A little, but my throat," she mewed awkwardly. "Well, eat this. It'll help your stomach." He had shown her something green. It smelled minty. She liked the smell, but not the look. "Well, what's that?" she mewed, worried. "Catmint," he said seriously. "It tastes fine. Minty, that's all," he mewed. Okay." She had taken the herb and started chewing it. It tasted bad at first, then kinda good. "Ew, this tastes bad, MudFoot," she mewed after she had swallowed it. "I know, it does, but that's all I can do for your tummy," he mewed, sighing. FlightPaw came back in. "I'm out of catmint. I have to get more, FlightPaw. Please try and help ShadowKit," he mewed gracefully yet seriously. "Go with someone," she had mewed. "PineStar said if we needed herbs, or just to go out of camp, we need a warrior apprentice with us," she meowed. "Why?" he asked very seriously. PineStar patrolled this morning, and he smelled foxes. MudFoot walked out. He was going with a warrior named Finchwing. She was gray and white. Then they ran out fast. She looked around. There were kids sneezing and coughing. "What's wrong with them?" she mewed. "Oh, they have white cough," FlightPaw mewed. "What's that?" ShadowKit asked. "It's a sickness," she mewed. "Only comes in bare leaf." "Okay. Do I have it?" She swallowed hard. "No, you have just a cold. A normal kit cold," she happily mewed. "Phew," ShadowKit sighed. "Eat this herb. It's called yarrow. You'll vomit, but only if the catmint didn't work. It'll help." She narrowed her eyes at the kit, trying to walk away. ShadowKit, go back to the nursery. Only get the herb if needed. She ran after the kit. "Black Kit," she yelled. ShadowKit walked out, bounding back to the nursery. Her paws felt frozen. All she wanted to do was get back to the nursery, so she ran as fast as she could and got closer. FlowerEar was awake. ShadowKit, how do you feel? She asked, worried. Fine now. Those herbs tasted nasty. She narrowed her eyes with annoyance. I know, but they help, she mewed kindly. FrostKit is sick too, she mewed with worry. Not anything at all like a cold, she mewed with a crack in her voice. Will she be okay? ShadowKit asked. I don't know. I need to take her to the medicine den. She blinked. Take her. I'll play with ShineKit. ShadowKit said seriously. Oh, okay, my little warrior. She teased. ShadowKit felt worried for FrostKit. She woke up ShineKit. He was moaning in his sleep. ShineKit, what's wrong? She asked. Nothing, he grumbly assured. Okay, she purred, then pounced on him with her claws out. Ouch, he yelled. She only had batted him. She sheathed her claws and pounced on him. Did I do something wrong? She thought. What did I do? She yelled. You hit my side. It hurts, he yelled back at her. Sorry, ShadowKit mewed, worried. It's okay, he purred. Why does it hurt anyway? She asked ShineKit. Well, it started hurting yesterday. I didn't tell FlowerEar because it didn't hurt so bad, he hissed. Hey, I didn't do anything, she yowled. ShineKit bit ShadowKit. Ouch! ShadowKit yowled in pain. Soon she clawed her brother's belly. Ow! Stop it, ShadowKit, he yowled. You started it, ShadowKit hissed. He clawed her ear, making her bleed, and have a big cut in it. Ouch! Stop it! I'm bleeding! I think that's all you needed to do, she hissed in pain. Chapter 3, ShadowClaw's Life. ShadowKit sat in pain, her ear bleeding. She tried to put her paw on it, but that didn't help. Minutes later, she heard something. It was running paws and yowls saying PineStar. ShadowKit jumped out of the bush and seeing Finchwing, Dragon, MudFoot. PineStar ran over. ShadowKit bounded to him and Finchwing. What's happening? She asked, worried. ShadowKit, go back to the nursery, Finchwing hissed. She was a bit serious sometimes, but ShadowKit wanted to know what was wrong with MudFoot. What happened? She hissed. ShadowKit, go back to the nursery, PineStar mewed. She knew refusing to the leader would be bad, so she ran back to the nursery. But she had watched what was happening in the clearing. PineStar was mewing. What happened? He asked. Foxes. They were close to camp and they killed him, she croaked. PineStar glared at her. And what did you do? He asked harshly. I fought, she hissed. ShadowKit ran out of the nursery. Is MudFoot dead? She asked. I don't know. Finchwing. Is he dead? He mewed. No. Finchwing awkwardly tilted her head. He is. I'm sorry, ShadowKit. He was a great medicine cat, she sighed. ShadowKit felt tears in her eyes as she looked at his limp body, with bites and in an ear bleeding. ShadowKit, it's okay. Cats die. Soon even I will, PineStar mewed wisely. I must call a meeting. He trotted to the high rock and leaped onto it. Every cat on the catch their own prey. Please step beneath the high rock, he yowled. Then the cats went to the rock. I'm sad to say, he continued, our medicine cat has died, PineStar sighed. Every cat gasped, and the elder rasped out, Who will be now? FlightPaw is still an apprentice, the elder yowled. I know, he was cut off. FlightPaw can't be a medicine cat. She's not done training, a she-cat hissed. Wait, PineStar was cut off once more. PineStar, how can we make this happen? Tom yelled. Silence, PineStar yelled harshly. Every cat was quiet. I have been a leader for 7 moons. I know what to do, he snapped. FlowerEar was shocked. He mewed something. My kid, she has white cough. We need a medicine cat. She laughed coldly. I will do it. I should be a warrior by now, but you made me a medicine cat apprentice instead. If I have not to be named, I don't care. I will help the kids, and you can't stop me, FlightPaw yowled. PineStar glared at her in frustration. Fine, it has to be that way. PineStar stared at her proud eyes. Not only did we lose our medicine cat, but we have 2 new warriors. He continued. Nightpaw, please step forward, he mewed. From this day on, your warrior name will be Nightpelt, in honor of your black pelt. He mewed. Moonpaw, please step forward. He beckoned the pretty gray tabby forward. From this day on, your warrior name will be Moonflower, in honor of your gray tabby pelt, he purred. ShadowKit listened to the meeting, and suddenly, the warriors chanted the new warriors. Nightpelt, Moonflower, Nightpelt! All the cats yelled in honor of them. ShadowKit woke up. She could feel the snow melting in kind of warmer air. Her tail was being laid on by SparkKit. He was purring on her. She felt crowded but didn't want to wake him up. She was 4 moons older than him, and he was kind of scared of her. His snoring and purring sounded calm, but she was getting hungry. She gently picked up SparkKit by the scruff and set him down by his littermate, Halfkit. Then she trotted out. She saw another Lowleg drinking from a puddle. It must have rained, she thought. Hey, Lowleg, ShadowKit mewed. Hello, Lowkit mewed between laps of water. Did the Haunting Patrol come back? ShadowKit asked. Yes, just a minute ago, Lowleg had mewed. Okay, I'm going to get food. She had trotted to the fresh kill pile in the clearing. She picked up a finch and began eating. ShadowKit, a voice called over her. It was FlightPaw. That finch is for Owl Branch, she hissed. ShadowKit felt embarrassed. Oh, sorry. She got up, grabbed a piece of prey, and ran to the nursery. ShineKit walked up to her. Did she scare you again? He teased. No, she glared at him. She did, he yowled. No, she didn't, she hissed. She totally did, he repeated. PineStar jumped on his rock as they fought. Every cat old enough to catch their own prey, please step beneath the high rock, he called. This evening we are going to ambush RiverClan, he mewed. At our last gathering, they asked us to share stunning rocks, he hissed. We are going to teach them not to try and ask, he yelled. Now I will say who's coming. Oakvine, Smallclaw, Finchwing, Moonflower, Nightpelt. He continued. He said one thing that made ShadowKit freeze. We need some help to steal herbs. I want ShadowKit and ShineKit to come and bring herbs back. He almost cut off FlowerEar, but she was cut off by PineStar too. With FlowerEar. FlowerEar, you will steal herbs and give them to your kids. Then run as fast as you can with them back to camp. FlowerEar nodded, worried for her kits. As Oakvine will help you, PineStar mewed. They ran to the river. PineStar led the patrol to camp. It was moon high. They ran to the river. PineStar led the patrol to the camp. It was moon high, and RiverClan was sleeping. And FlowerEar walked slowly to the medicine den. There was a cat in the nest in the den. FlowerEar walked to the supply of herbs on the rocks, and a rock lining the den. She grabbed some herbs and trotted swiftly back to her kits. Take these. She had looked back to see if any cat had followed her. FlowerEar, why are we doing this? ShadowKit asked. I have no time to say, okay? She mewed. Okay. ShadowKit blinked. ShineKit looked at ShadowKit with a glare. Don't ask when it's important, he hissed. Well, you're not FlowerEar, she yowled. Please be quiet, kits, Oakvine hissed. ShadowKit looked at ShineKit. FlowerEar had a large clump of herbs. Here, I got as much as I could, she panicked. Okay, get one more clump, Oakvine snapped. FlowerEar nodded, then bounded off to the Riverclimb medicine den. Oakvine, is that all we need? ShadowKit asked. Yes. She has the next clump, and we will, she protested. She had run back with a larger clump this time. That was all you could get? Oakvine teased. FlowerEar set them down. PineStar used to tell them they could leave, and the troll ran for the land, hissing ground to wake the Riverclimb cats. ShadowKit didn't budge. I want to stay and watch, she yelled as FlowerEar tried to pick her up. Fine, I'll stay with you. Oakvine and ShineKit bring them back. FlowerEar lowered her voice. Go, she yelled, and placed some herbs on ShineKit's tail. Wrap your tail around them, she mewed. ShineKit watched the clan run into the dens. She saw SmallClaw with a kit. FlowerEar, what is she doing? She asked, worried. I don't know, she panicked. Stay here, okay? She ran to SmallClaw and was mewing. ShadowKit only saw her muzzle moving, but with no sound. What is she saying? Soon a white cat leaped onto SmallClaw. FlowerEar heard yelled. Ah! FlowerEar jumped onto the cat. Her ears back. She saw her biting the cat's neck, and the large Tom, who was orange and gray, with a faint green glow, leaped onto the FlowerEar. The odd thing was, he was standing on his hind legs. She wasn't not interested in that anymore, but only that he was taking pieces of fur off FlowerEar. FlowerEar! She yelled. She saw PineStar leap onto the Tom, pinning FlowerEar. He clawed the Tom's shoulder. Tom kicked PineStar, making him hit the ground. Then a yowl came from the leader's den. FlowerEar, no! ShadowKit cried. Oakvine ran past her and grabbed FlowerEar's limp body. FlowerEar's eyes half open, bleeding. She wasn't gonna make it. ShadowKit started moaning, then cried. We have to get back to camp. I can't say she'll live, but FlightPaw will help, Oakvine mewed. You're acting like it's nothing, ShadowKit screamed out. I know, but she was just a warrior to me. Warriors die, and so do elders. It hurts, but she will always be there, Oakvine had mewed, kindly and sadly. Why, though? She mumbled. FlightPaw looked at FlowerEar. I can't help her, she mewed. Why? ShadowKit hissed. She's dead, she yelled at ShadowKit. No, no, no! ShadowKit screamed. She ran off crying, and she had jumped into the bush that she hid in that day her ear was scratched. She saw leaves growing on it now, but she curled up into a ball and cried. Later she heard a voice wake her. It was PineStar. He was calling a meeting. Sleepy cats woke to go to the meeting, and they sat down. We ambushed Riverclan, and we lost 2 warriors and a queen. He looked at the gasping cats. A warrior yelled. A queen? Which one? PineStar looked at the cats so they wouldn't mew. FlowerEar, I know you may think it was a bad idea, but I had to get someone who's not fighting to steal herbs. We have a fully stocked herb supply, he mewed. Then SmallClaw mewed. I loved my mate. She was a gray cat, but I will never forgive you, PineStar, for doing this to her, he hissed. PineStar had glared at SmallClaw angrily. I know you won't, but you shouldn't talk to me like that, PineStar lashed out. Why shouldn't I? You killed her, SmallClaw hissed. No, I didn't. That Tom did, he yowled. SmallClaw sighed. Why, she was the kindest queen I ever knew, SmallClaw murmured. I feel the same, SmallClaw, ShadowKit thought. Her heart sank, but the words Oakvine had said made her feel like FlowerEar was still there.